Alright, good morning. So today we are going to Culebra Island and hoping to see Flamenco Beach. We're on a bus right now and we have about a 50-minute drive over to the Ceiba ferry, and then from the ferry we go over to the island. So I'm really excited to get the day started. I have to get ready on this bus because I just packed all of my things and got out the door because I was exhausted. But I'm so excited for today and to take you guys along.
The potable water we use in this side of the island. Also, it's the only rainforest of the U.S. without wild animals. La montaña que ven ahí debajo de las nubes es el parque forestal de Yunque.
Alright, so the bus just dropped us off. They brought us here to the ferry area, and so ours takes off at 8:15, and so we're just waiting around for them to accept our tickets. With this experience, I got it from Tripadvisor, and so it includes the ride from San Juan over to the Ceiba ferry, and then the ticket for the ferry, and then once there, it's self-guided, so we'll probably take like a taxi over to Flamenco Beach. But I will say I do already know this trip could have been a lot cheaper if I had bought these ferry tickets in advance and booked our own transportation. But I was running behind on time, so I just booked it through TripAdvisor, where it was like, I think like 80 bucks a person, but I'll have to double check that. But it did include the shuttle over here, which was really important because San Juan is about 50 minutes away. So, and it's just, I think with how far it is, it's been such an early morning trip. I feel like I'm still waking up, but I will be really excited once we get there because there's supposed to be like no rain today, and it's gonna be a beautiful day for the beach. They have bathrooms at the ferry, as well as like a little spot where you can buy snacks, like from the vending machine. It's a pretty big ferry area. And I've seen people with suitcases get dropped off, so I think they're staying over there instead of staying in San Juan. All right, so we just got onto the boat. I was told that we have to sit higher up so that we don't experience so much sickness, but I also packed Dramamine as well in case we get sick, and it's about like an hour ride. So once we get there, we'll be taking a taxi, and hopefully this is a very smooth boat ride. Alright, so it was really rough, really rough on that boat. I got a little seasick. I didn't get actually sick, but a kid in front of us did, and then someone behind us did, and they were handing out small bags because I think they are very used to people getting that sick on it. I just had to like sit there and like get the cold air and not talk. But I'm very happy to be on land, and now we are gonna go look for a taxi. Very packed bus. $5 per person. All right, so we just got all the way in. It was about $2 a person. They did ask if we had a vehicle, so I think you might have to pay for parking if you do drive in. We took the taxi in, so we didn't have any issues with that. And they have locker rentals if you do want to rent one of the lockers for the day. And I'll show you all what it looks like right now as I'm walking in. Yeah, so here we are. It definitely is giving like deserted island, but with tourists. But it is so pretty. The sand is white, the water is blue, and I think today we're at like yellow flag, so like swim with caution. The waves are not nearly as bad as they were the other day at the Condado beach, so I think we'll still have a good beach day. It is a little gloomy out, but I think the sun is supposed to come out. But I feel like one thing I'm learning with Puerto Rico weather is like, you're not in control, the weather's in control, so just take every day for what it is. Okay, now this is giving more like off-grid vibes. I got to the tank. When you get to Flamenco Beach, they're gonna drop you off at like the entrance area, and so you can go to the beach but keep walking over to like your left-hand side, and you'll get to see the tank as well as see the rest of the islands around. It is very much Jurassic Park vibes. Just so beautiful here. And honestly, it's not even as packed as I thought it would be. I kept thinking like it's gonna be just tourist filled and just so packed, and no, it's pretty empty over here. right, the sun has came out. Lunch was like not the best. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like if you come over here, you have to take your own drinks and food, snackies, because I just really did not enjoy the lunch service. It was about like 40 minutes of waiting time at minimum. And then the 2 drinks that we ordered, both were ordered as doubles and tasted like they had nothing in them. So yeah, I think like planning ahead if you're coming over to Flamenco Beach or to Culebra Island, I would say just like have your own stuff packed. Have your drinks, your food packed, especially because it's such a short day trip over here. It's already like almost noon and we just now got done with our food and we're finally on the beach and we have to go back like around 3ish to catch the ferry. So I would say bring what you can with you because it'll help with such a short trip that you're on if you're taking the same trip as us. Okay, we had a really good beach day. The sun was out so much. I would definitely come back. I think if you come to San Juan, I really feel like you have to plan a trip to Culebra Island. My only thing is definitely make sure you plan to bring like all the stuff you need over here with you. Pack your snacks, your drinks, and all that good stuff. All right, I feel majorly sunburnt, but we are not done. It is around 2:50ish, and we have to be back at the ferry area. I think it takes up at 3:30, so I think like by 3:15ish is like what they recommend going. Outside of Flamenco Beach, there's allegedly, we haven't really walked out there yet, but allegedly a bunch of taxis that can take us back. And so I will pan out and show you how we are leaving. Once again, like they have little like pop-up shacks with food, but it took like 40 minutes to get our food. By the time we got our food, we were done with our drinks, and the drinks weren't even strong. and I think it was about 55-ish bucks for both of us to eat here and get drinks. So I do suggest packing your own food and your drinks. I just keep saying that, but because that's something that I really wish we would have done before coming. So adios Flamenco Beach. So here's the parking where some people can drive in, but I think there is a vehicle fee, like what they mentioned when we first got in. I did not want to rent a car here because I was told online that they can be pretty strict about like returning the car with sand in it, and I knew we were gonna spend time at the beach, so it didn't make sense for us to do that. All right, we found a taxi. They were just sitting out here saying taxis, $5 a person. In the taxi, it is about like 5 minutes to the ferry. All right, we are back on the ferry. I am not looking forward to probably getting sick, but I might take my Dramamine, but I'll think about it. Okay, update. Dion and I both took Dramamine because we just feel like, why not? And now I'm gonna go look for more water. I hope they have like a vending machine on this boat because I could really use some. All right, well that was the end of the trip. We got back to San Juan pretty late. I think it was supposed to get back around like 5 and we ended up getting back about 6. I did want to put in here details about how I booked. I went through Tripadvisor and it was a self-guided tour. And I wanted to add details of what the itinerary is, as well as who the operator is. I definitely suggest this trip. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks!